I have no idea what I just saw. I'm sorry. I just saw a bunch of intros in the Chef Factory menu and I was like, you know what? Let's just put one in there for the sake of it. So I apologize if you were actually questioning your life. I'm Jiso and today we're going to talk about Hades. I finally played this game and I have a lot to say. But before we do so, the year is ending, and I think we can get to 4,000 subscribers. I know, he's asking for subscribers. Oh, sue me. So anyway, it will mean a lot if you would just drop a like and subscribe. And with that said, let's talk about Hades. So, what exactly is Hades? Hades is a roguelike game, and you're probably wondering, hey, what is a roguelike game? I'm going to give you the short version. A roguelike game is composed by levels and there is a clear goal in mind. In this case, in Hades' case, it is to escape. The same way it was when it comes to Returnal. You have a story which is going to unfold the further you progress. You have multiple levels you have to go through, and when you finally beat the game, when you finally escape, then you made it. But every single time you fail to reach the end, to escape, you will lose every single artifact or upgrade you collected for that run. But here's the thing, you do have some permanent upgrades you can apply which are going to remain and carry over for the entirety of your runs. So it is a roguelike because you are like every single time you fail to complete the objective, you are brought back to the beginning. There is no checkpoint. No, if you die, you are brought back to the beginning. That's a roguelike game. That's the simple version. All the time, many games have adopted that roguelike formula, not embracing it fully. So I think Hades to the core is the most roguelike game you can ever find, because I remember that Returnal did have some checkpoints, but in Hades, if you die, you die. But dying is rewarding because you are encouraged to die. I have to say, my first time around, I was just... So this is the part where I tell you exactly about my experience and how I came to fall in love with this game, especially after God of War was driving me away. If you saw my last video, you may know what I'm talking about. That fucking guy. Anyway, Hades is the best game I've played in a while. I'm not saying all the games I played were not great. They were amazing, but there is just a little je ne sais quoi when it comes to Hades, it just clicks, and I'm going to explain why it clicks in every single way. When it comes to games, you sometimes have expectations when it comes to the studio covering the game, making the game. For example, let's say Capcom or Activision is making a game, then you will be expecting a AAA experience, and whenever an indie studio is making a game, you understand that you have to keep your expectation on the low. Not because the game is not going to be awesome, but because maybe the voice acting, maybe the music, something is going to be missing because they maybe didn't have the budget to include all those features in the game. The experience is going to be there, but it's not going to be a AAA experience. When it comes to Hades, I was...
I see the noble king of the Olympians has reached you prior to me, Zacharias. I wonder which of all his many lies he's told you last.
I chose the path of light. Even in death, it was not too late. Not even for a monster such as I. I trust your deaths would likewise be enlightening.
The voice acting in this game is amazing. I don't understand how this is an indie game. It is just crazy. You have multiple gods you will encounter along your journey, trying to help you get to the surface, because that's the goal. You have to escape, and you will encounter many obstacles, and some gods from Olympus are going to assist you, are going to aid you, and every single god, whether it's Zeus, Poseidon, Hermes, Athena, every single one of them has a voice. And let's say, for example, you make 100, let's say you died, or maybe you just want to play the game for fun and you completed 100 runs. There is a chance that every single run they're going to say something different whenever you encounter them. This is crazy. And mind you, this is not your cringe kind of conversations. No, the conversations have substance. They actually learn something and you want to listen more, because again, the voice acting in this game is mind blowing. You can just sit there, like every single character has a voice, a tone which suits them. Everything just works. And then you have the music puts you in the mood. You are like, I want more. I'm thinking about just downloading the soundtrack for this game and just listening while I'm taking a bath or pooping. I just need that soundtrack in my life. So those are two areas, music and then voice acting, where normally those AAA studio will thrive. But then seeing an indie studio deliver in that department is just mind-blowing. Now you're probably thinking, it's too good to be true, right? The music is good, the atmosphere is good, the characters are compelling, and the story is, I'm going to say marvelous. There has to be something wrong, right? I bet the gameplay is shit. Well, you couldn't be more wrong, because the gameplay is just as amazing. Like I said, you start off in Tartarus, the first level. You have to make your way all the way to the end and escape. And you're going to have multiple weapons in your arsenal, but all those weapons are going to gradually be given to you. So you are encouraged to, I'm going to say die. The more you die, the more you're going to encounter some, because every single room is different when you play. Like even if, for example, some layout may appear to be the same, there is a chance that every single time you make a run, even in the very first level, every encounter is going to be different, so you never know what to expect. The layout may be the same, but the enemies you encounter may not be the same. So as you can see, the game offers a lot of replayability. It is simply mind-blowing. So when I played the game the first time, I died 5 times, but I did make it to Elysium, and that's like the second to last level. So I knew I was close. I already had all the patterns for the bosses in mind, so I knew what to expect. Then on my 6th run, I went in there, and even the very first boss was different. So the game is going to adapt to you. You may feel like you're going to have it easy, but no, the game is changing, and by the time you actually understand an enemy's patterns, they're going to just throw that enemy out and introduce new ones. What? That's racist. That's kind of racist. Like, come on. So you're always on the edge of your seat, because you never know what to expect. The first boss can be 3 sisters, and you never know which sister is going to be. Her patterns can be different. You never know. This is the power of the unexpected, and I simply love it. I can't believe this is an indie studio, because so much thought went into making this game. I can have hundreds of runs and feel like, wow, I'm never bored, and I haven't seen it all, because again, the dialogues are different. So every single time you go in there, depending on your previous runs, they're also going to give you some insight about what's going on. So you never will have the full story until you keep escaping or dying, and this is how you make a story compelling. This is how you keep the players coming, and I simply love it. On my 13th run, I beat Hades. Literally and figuratively, because you fight your father Hades at the end of the game. And he's a handful. Good luck with him. That guy is rough. So I beat my father, and I thought that was it. I beat the game. But as I was saying before, this is just the beginning. You have to keep escaping to get more lore about what's happening and to upgrade all your gears, and there's so much more to do. You have renovations you can do around the place, you have more upgrades, and you have to keep playing. You have to keep coming back for more to do so. And they also introduce conditions and bounties by the time you complete the game once to further increase the difficulty and the rewards you can get. And I gotta say, this is wild. So I think you have 51 conditions you can apply, and basically every single time you apply the condition is going to increase your hit level, and by the time you increase it Let's say, for example, that the more conditions you have, the more rewards you're going to get, and the more difficult the game is going to become. At first, I just tried one hit, and that was nice. I mean, that was okay. And then, because I'm stupid, yeah, I'm very stupid, I decided to put every single conditions on. I'm talking all those 51 conditions activated at the same time. Oh boy, I was not ready for what happened next. I didn't even make it to the first boss. Every single encounter was difficult. Like, I'm talking very, very difficult. And I was humbled. I knew I wouldn't be able to make it because I couldn't even make it to the first boss, and you know that first boss is going to be counter. So now I have a purpose. Not only do I want to know more about the story, but I want to beat this game with the 51 conditions enabled. God mode. Yeah, I want to do it. So when it comes to Hades, it hasn't been it has been a while since I actually played the game, and I had nothing bad to say about it. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, wait, what did I not like about this game? I loved everything. This game has it all. It is maybe the first time ever in a while, because Red Dead Redemption 2 was a close one when it comes to masterpieces, and also Bloodborne, but and also Hollow Knight and Cuphead. Okay, I'm digressing, but it's been a while since I played a game, and I was like, you know what, this is a masterpiece in every single way. The only possible rating for this game is masterpiece out of 10. It's not a number. It can't be a number because it's just so much you can do, so much more you can come back to. If you haven't played this game yet, because I picked it up on sales, if you haven't played this game yet, I highly recommend playing it. It is an experience worth having, and I will keep coming back for more. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for dropping a like. I hope you did so, because if you didn't, I'm going to show up at your door and I'm going to coach punch you. If you don't know what I mean, you will. So I'll see you around. Bye bye. Let me actually put an outro, because we started with an intro. It's only fair we go out with that outro. Bye bye.